15 says, compute the standard deviation and graph the bell curve. Mr. Q asked 6 students about how many hours they spent last night completing homework from all their classes. 2 hours, 4 hours, half an hour, 3 hours, 5 hours, 2.5 hours. So, find the standard deviation and sketch a bell curve. Come up with a conclusion to that situation. And we'll go over this in a little bit. I'll give you guys about 6 minutes. Go. All right, here we go for the sake of time. So today's Tuesday. First thing we do is ascending order. Is that correct? Yes, there it is. What do we do right after that, Hades? The mean. X bar. So that means, let's see, half plus 2.5, that's 3. Plus 3, that's 6. Plus 4, that's 10. Plus 2 and 5, that's 17. Divided by 5. So you should have gotten, what? 2.83? Oh, because it's divided by 6. My bad. 2.83. Hands, have you got that for the mean? All right. Next, focus please. Subtract from each of those numbers the mean. All right. So we get negative 2.33, negative 0.83, negative 0.33, and then we got 0.17, then we got 1.17, and then 2.17. So far so good, yes? We're going to square each of those. Square, square, square. All right, help me with some of those. Let's see. Lucas, what is 2.33 squared? 5.4. Enrique, 0.83 squared. What is it? 0.68. Hands, have you got that? Looks about right. Continue. Aaron, 0.33 squared. .1. Okay, I'll take that. 0.17 squared. Franco. .41. 1.17 squared. Yozgart. 1 point what? 44. And 217 squared. Isaiah. What is it? 4.7089. All right. Yes. Which one? This one's not that? All right, let's double check that one. 0.17 squared is what? 0.02? All right, change that one. Thank you. And what do we do with all these numbers again, people? Find the mean. That is correct. All right, let's see. 5.4, yes. Which one? Oh my goodness. So this one was right, 0.2? 0.2. Which one is wrong? Below it? 1.36. My goodness. All right, so with that said, can you give me the sum for those first, and then we're going to divide by 6. Give me the sum. Let's go with Bree. Sum. What'd you get? 2 point what? No, the sum. 12.28, approximately. Divided by 6, and that gives us, go ahead, bring, 2.04. Are we done? No, we need the sigma, or standard deviation. What do we do at the end, everyone? Square root. So, what'd you get square root of 2.04? Pass someone, Bree. Karime? 1.4? 42. All right, let's get our bell curve. Focus, those of you that still are struggling and building your bell curve, here it goes. Line down the middle. And what do we call that? That's our standard or our mean. What was the mean when we started? The mean was 2.83. All right. So, go one standard deviation up. And what did we say the standard deviation was? 142. So if we are at 2.83 plus 142, that should give us 4.25. Woo-wee. Let's go, Thomas. We got this. Go one standard deviation below. 2.83 minus 1.42 is 1.41. Is that correct? So that means this is the norm. Norm. So what does that mean, Mr. Q? That means, according to this problem, that the norm for students completing homework last night was from how many hours to how many hours? 1.41 to 4.25. That was the norm. So, talk it over with your neighbors. According to each of these numbers, what can you write? What can you conclude if the norm is from 1.4 to 4.25? Talk it over your neighbor. All right, looks like Mila's got it. Very good, Mila. Caitlin's got it. I see you, Caitlin. Let's go over here with, how about Moses? What can you conclude? Did everybody hear that? Moses said one student does not fall in the norm. Tell your neighbor which student was that. Oh, 2 students? Which is the second one? Okay, let's see. Let's double check. 2 hours is 2 in between 1.4 and 4.25. 4, is that between those numbers? Is 0.5? No. How about 3? Yes. How about 5? No. Okay, so then let me change this to 2 students do not fall in the norm. Is that good? Yes? And that one, yes. All right? Copy the agenda, please. Warm-up 15, done. We're still in the middle of standard deviation and normal curve. Once again, reminder with those mobile devices, people, tonight before you leave, actually here in class, you're going to do 2 problems here in class. So by now, you guys are experts. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Oh yeah, we got this. All right, after you copy the agenda, go to Canvas, turn in your home plate from last night. I want to see what you did. Title 2, Standard Deviations and Normal Curve Problems. Copy the code to access the home plate. 26 TKF. 26 TKF. 26 TKF. All right. Once again, those of you that are following on YouTube, make sure you go in there so you can do the extra practice. Yeah, let's bring down that chair. All right, so last night you turned this in already. Yes? And tonight is going to be this one. Or should I say, here before you leave the class. Oh, yes. So, I just want to elaborate a little bit more on number 2 from the home plate. So, get that in front of you. I just want to make sure that some of you correct a mistake. It's up to you. All right? Here we go. So, first things first, we needed to write these in ascending order. Is that correct? However, who notices that there's a mixture of values here? There's some that are dollars and some that are cents. So some of y'all, when you just got the numbers, you started just computing the numbers. That's a mistake. You need to change them all to decimals. So 1.0, 10.0, 0.25, 1.0, 0.50, 5.0, 2.0, and 0.25. Bless you. Check your work. Check and see. Make sure that you didn't make that mistake. So now that we have all in decimal, now we can start with the smallest one. What's our smallest decimal? 25 cents. So we start with 0.25. From there we go with another 25 cents. Then 50 cents. Then any more cents? No, right? So let's go with dollars. 1, 1, 2, 5, and 10. So to find the mean, we add 10 plus 5 plus 2, that's 17, 18, 19, 20, divided by how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So your mean should have been 2.5. Let's go, Thomas. Hands if you got 2.5 for the mean. Some of y'all. Some of you just got the numbers and you just started adding them up. I'm like, what? So make sure you make those corrections because these are actual like numbers and problems that you really need to know your outcome once you get to that. And the rest is history. You subtract 2.5 from all these numbers and you know what to do from there. Is that correct? Yes, Mr. Q. So, should have gotten negative 2.25. We're going to square that. Negative 2.25 again. Square that. Negative 2. Square that. negative 1.5, square that, and again 1.5. Then we got negative 0.5, square that. Then we got 2.5, square that. And last but not least, 7.5, square that. And once again, we already know what to do with those numbers and so on and so forth. Okay? So, check your work, yes? All right, so with that said, I just wanted to elaborate on this one so that whenever you have different values, make sure you have them all in decimal form. So like that, you don't make the mistake that you did last night. So with that said, tonight's home plate, this one. So, it's due at the end of the period. How about them apples? So, let's get cracking. Those of you that are following on YouTube, let's put some practice in. I want to see standard deviation and bell curves. If you need help from your neighbor, get help from your neighbors. Let's go. See you guys next time. Peace.